My name is Stacey and I'm glad you could join me today. Today we're going to be doing a lot more fall decorating in my kitchen. We're going to be continuing decorating for fall. Moving forward, we'll be moving into the living room and doing some more decorating in there. So stay tuned for more videos. I'm glad you could be here today. Thank you for joining me, and we'll get started.
Today we're just going to be starting off doing some fall decorating on my countertop. And one of the first things I'm going to put is my Gather Together sign. I'm also going to be using this container just to raise it up a little bit for some height. Make sure I'm steady. And I'm going to be putting this cute red Hobby Lobby truck in front of it, and I put a few pine cones and a few acorns in the back, but I'm going to be building up from there. And oh my gosh, this truck is so sweet. I love this truck. I was so happy to be able to find that. I'm going to use a couple little pumpkins and pine cones that I had already laying around the house. I'm just going to use those for the back of the truck. Going to be fussing a little bit with this. It's a little fussy, but I'm going to try my best to make sure it works out here. I'm going to add a couple leaves to the back. And I found these really cute wooden tiny leaves at the dollar store, and I'm going to add those also on these cute little felt pumpkins. I love the way this turns out, guys. It's so sweet. It's really cute. So I'm just going to add a few leaf picks behind it to kind of hide the container. Now I'm just going to go ahead and start setting up the next display, and I'm going to put the cutting board on the counter. And I bought this apple basket from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to place that in front. I'm using this market tea towel for inside. Just putting that in front to give it a little extra color. I think it looks sweet with those little like a little cloth or a tea towel or something hanging over the edge. I have these faux apples that I've actually had for quite a long time, and I'm just going to add those to this basket. And some more fall picks in different colors. I always think that when I see apples and apple baskets, it always reminds me of fall. So I was really excited to find this basket at Hobby Lobby because I was looking for one for so long and didn't get to find one. And I walked in Hobby Lobby and I saw a bunch of them in different sizes, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is exactly what I've been looking for. So as soon as I bought that, I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. Go ahead and put some more fall leaves in here and my little scoop. And I decided just to put one green apple just for a little bit of different color. You're going to see me fussing with this handle because it wouldn't stay up for me no matter how hard I tried. It just wouldn't stay up. And I have this little tin, this old-fashioned tin I'm just going to place at the back for some color. And I think I thrifted that tin. And one of the tiny sweet baskets that I thrifted also in a set. I'm going to use that right now and put just a tiny pumpkin and another pine cone and some leaves. I was wondering what I was going to do with these little tiny baskets when I thrifted them, and remembered that I had them, and I thought, oh yes, those will be perfect for just kind of sitting on the counter beside this for the display. I'm just going to add beside it this little coffee tin. This was something that I already had, and it was sitting around the house, and I was trying to figure out what to put there, and I decided that I wanted something metal looking. So that was perfect for there. And I purchased this little fall candle at TJ Maxx, and oh my gosh, this is so cute. The apple orchard sign on it. It looks like so old-fashioned, and the bow and the little brass leaf hanging down, and the candle actually smells so good. So I'm going to put some pumpkins on this little, I don't know if it just little old-fashioned jars, I guess. They're painted, and I thrifted these little jars, and the set of 3, and I'm just going to put a fall picken behind in that dark burgundy color. I'm adding a lot, you'll notice I'm going to be adding a lot of shots of that burgundy color, and adding that in with some oranges and greens. And I tried adding just orange pumpkins on the, and I thought it looked way better with silver, and then just adding the one orange. More fall picks and little acorns. That ended up being a really cute display when it was all done. I was really happy with this. Adding one little acorn in the front. It's funny when you buy these items, you don't know quite what you're going to do with them. But then you end up playing around, and you find always a way to make them, to decorate them very nicely. And they always turn out way better than you anticipate. I'm just going to add a rolling pin in front. I just felt like it needed something else in front of it. So I added that, and this sweet little grateful sign that I have here. It also like a rolling pin. I thought this would be cute stacked in front. We're going to move on to the shelf above the counter, and I'm going to put another little fall display together up here, and using another green pumpkin and just a dishcloth that I had. I'm just going to tuck this here in front inside the basket. This one's a little fussy, but I'm going to get it right. I'm going to add a little pine cone on the side, a few more fall leaves. I did end up putting some paper towels inside just to raise it up for some, just so that I get some height so the pumpkin shows. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I'm really hoping that you're enjoying your day today as I am. I always look forward to doing all this decorating. It brings me so much joy, and I'm so excited for the fall season and for the weather to cool down a little bit. Been really warm out here where I live, and I'm definitely looking forward to the cooler temperatures and to go shopping for pumpkins and mums and get my porch all together and enjoying the crisp air and the fall leaves on the ground. just going to place another plant that I had just in the back, just for some extra texture and color in the back. And then putting this little cute, it looks like a knit pumpkin. I'm just going to put that in front here, and it's in that plum color, or in the burgundy plum color. It really doesn't take a lot to do some of this decorating. It's amazing how if you just do a few little things and grab a few little things from if you go through your cupboards and some other closets and stuff and search through your home, you'll find everything you need pretty much to do all these little displays. I have here a picture that I purchased from, I believe it was Winners. I just fell in love with this picture. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was exactly what I've been looking for. All the colors were just perfect for my fall colors this year. Found this scarf at the Dollar Tree. That was exactly the colors that I was also searching for. So I picked that up. Very inexpensive. And I decided just to stick it on top of my freezer because I wanted to add a little bit of color and just have it not so plain white. And it brought in some colors from the picture also. So I had this big basket and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I decided to just do another display and use it for on top of my freezer because it's a big area. So I needed quite a good sized basket. So I just stuck these dollar store leaves on the side. And I'm going to fill it up with some more pumpkins, and I put some paper towels inside just for adding extra height. And I purchased these little black and white plaid napkins from Amazon. I thought they'd be the perfect little touch to give a little bit of color to some of these items that I wanted to use this year. I'm going to put this faux plant, tuck it inside the basket. This is the one that I already had around the house. I just go searching around to see what else I can find and use it for all my displays. And I have these little pumpkins from actually the Dollar Tree from last year. I think I put altogether three orange pumpkins in different sizes. Added this one green one. I love the colors now they have on. They have all these different colors of pumpkins now. You can get every color under the rainbow, I think. And oh my gosh, there's so much choice out there that you can choose from. It's just amazing to me how much you can find when you go into the stores. It's actually kind of overwhelming at times because there's just so much available. I'm going to put a few faux pears in here just to bring in some more yellow and add a few large pine cones. I love doing all these little displays, something that I've always enjoyed doing. I don't know, I just enjoy doing all the little crafting displays and things like that. And instead of going and buying these things, it's just so much cheaper for me just to do it myself, and I absolutely enjoy doing it. I ended up getting a lot of these pine cones this year from the dollar store, and they came in great big netting bags, and they were really large pine cones, so I was really happy to find those. And I used a lot of them this year in a lot of the decorations that I did. Just going to add a pick in now a berry pip, just again for some texture. And I think it ended up turning out really sweet. I just end up putting a few fall leaves, just single fall leaves. I just pulled them off of the picks and just kind of tucked them inside here and there where we could use one. Get this in the right way. I love all the bright yellows and the oranges. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. No rhyme or reason, just kind of filling in the extra spaces, the open spaces. You guys will have to let me know in the comments, what's your favorite season? Are you a person that loves fall, or do you love summer more than fall? Everybody has their favorites. Mine is fall, absolutely 100% for sure. And I always look forward to it every year. And there we go. I think that's it. I think we're done. I'm gonna start decorating this little side table that I have. This table was made especially for me, so I really love it and I cherish it, and I've had it for quite a few years. And I'm just going to add in a black lamp that I already had, and I do use that through the winter months and the fall usually. And I have this little faux, it's actually, sorry, not faux, it's a real mum that I'm going to add to the back. And put this give thanks sign here in the front of the lamp. Adding in this plaid pumpkin set that I had, this was from last year, and I think I purchased that from the dollar store. It was very inexpensive, and I just thought it was so cute because of the plaid. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of these little leaves you're going to see here in my hand, and I have them in red and green and beige. Thought these were so neat. I found them in a little package at the dollar store. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with them, but I thought it would be perfect to put around this little wreath that I have for the bottom of the pumpkin, and I'm just going to place them here and there. I just need a little something extra. Some of them were large and some of them were small, and I'm just adding them in. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some red. These were so sweet. I actually bought them kind of thinking that I would use them in a craft project that I was going to do with a little tiny birdhouse. And it didn't make it to the birdhouse. It made it on this little arrangement first. That's okay. A lot of times I buy things thinking I'm going to use it for one thing, and I end up using it for something else. And that's why I don't glue them. I just kind of set a lot of the decorations that I use, and I don't glue a lot of things together. I just kind of set them in. That way I can pull them all apart at the end of the season and pack them away and keep them for next year, and I can reuse for other little projects that I do. I'm one that always likes changing things up, so I find that I get bored easily if I don't change things up. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you change things up a lot in your home too. If you get tired of looking at things being the same all the time and you just like trying something new. Or are you like a person that likes to, once you have it in place, that's it, you keep it there. That's my mom. She's that way. I have this little wood, I don't even know what you call it, I call it just a little stand, I guess. That was also supposed to be the birdhouse project. Using it for putting this sweet little squirrel on top of it. Put a little Eggcorn in his hand, and oh my gosh, he's adorable. I ended up thrifting him. I couldn't resist him. I actually had him from last summer and forgot that I had him and added him into this display for fall. And a dollar store Eggcorn. Now I'm going to go ahead and decorate the basket at the bottom of this table. I have a bunch of sunflowers I'm going to add in and just kind of place them wherever they land kind of thing on the bar here. Challenge here. The struggle is real, guys. The struggle's real. I'm going to add in this cute plaid pumpkin that I ended up finding this. Oh, I can't remember. I believe it was a drugstore actually. In some more fall picks. Actually, this is just a branch that I had of leaves, and I ended up just cutting it in half and using that. I was just trying to use up every little bit of everything that I had this year that I had purchased, little tiny picks and things from Hobby Lobby and the dollar store, and just kind of mixing them all together with things that I already had. Just trying to make the best out of what I had at home and what I already purchased. I think all these colors all go together really well, so I just kind of use what I have. I'm just going to go ahead and add in some greenery. This year I try to add in, you'll notice in a lot of my displays that I created, I added a lot of greenery into them. For some reason, I was just craving that earthy vibe this year. I'm just going to head back over to the cupboards now and show you the garland that I put up on top of the cupboards. And I'm going to add a few more picks in. This year I got up on my ladder and I decided to put together this garland. I've never had one up here, and I thought it'd be nice to actually have one up here, and it turned out really, really cute. love the greenery in it. Like I said, I ended up putting greenery in a lot of my garlands and my fall displays. I'm just going to head over to the other side of the kitchen. I have a lot of color on the opposite side of the kitchen and wanted to do a little tiny arrangement to bring in some fall touches to this side. So I'm going to add a few fall picks to my Scentsy pot. I put my cutting board and my fall plate there and just going to add a little bit of color now. I love having Scentsy burning in my kitchen in the fall months. Having that nice smell when you walk in your home, oh my gosh, nothing beats that. And now that the days are getting shorter and kids are back in school, I'm able to take some time to add in some touches of fall. And I hope you guys are enjoying this video. We're pretty much coming to the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you're having a great day and enjoying your time. And I hope this video gives you some inspiration to decorate your home and add in some touches of fall, whether it be big or small. It doesn't matter, it all counts, and even the littlest, tiniest bits of fall inspiration can make a huge difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in my Scentsy, and the caramel apple craze is the scent. And I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. Toodaloo, and we'll see you next time.